Hello and welcome to Kylo's first team weekly highlights. We'll be doing this weekly. I'll be going over each team, or try to go over each team every week, a different team. Just going to go over some of the highlights from some of their games, their stats, depth chart, transactions, etc. Basically just going for a more in-depth view so everybody gets a chance to see how everybody is doing. Okay, so first we have the Browns here. They're playing the Steelers this week. Game just ended. So we'll start off with the highlight here. Is second play of the game. First one was just a 1 yard gain on the ground. And here we go. Had a few seconds. Alright, here they come out. Single back set again. First one was a 0-1 trap out of the single set. 2nd and 9. Steelers making some moves. Browns just going with the play call here. Play action fake. And nothing gets open right away. Don't like the play call here. Second play of the game, you haven't established a run game, especially haven't established it after that first one was just a 1 yard gain. Not detrimental, but risky move going for play action there on 2nd and 9. Alright, so we're going to go right into our second play here. It's the play right after this. 3rd and 18. Cleveland has to muster something here. Let's see what happens. Cleveland likes to go under the single back. I like that. I feel like in Madison sometimes there's too many shotgun calls. But here we go. Boom. Right over the middle. Hits 18. Not sure exactly who that is at the moment. Takes it all the way to the house. He's got some speed. Boom. Touchdown. Great start. Baker Mayfield. The right read this time. Skinny post here on the play. Steelers came out another cover 3. Able to get that middle route open there. I'm not sure where the Steelers safety was. Either way, it's definitely going to be a first down. But a nice first touchdown here to start the game. Alright, so we have our third clip here. Just a little background before we get into this, how the drive was going. The Steelers were just marching the ball. The Cleveland Browns kind of came out a little bit too passive. Arguably, but I mean the Steelers are making some good plays. The Browns just came out in too many coverages, weren't really blitzing. Steelers got down to the Browns 28-yard line, and here's what the Browns did after that. 1st and 10. Browns look like they come out at 5-2 here. Kind of look like they're playing passive. Nice little D line shift. And they had just read that toss all the way. Even if, let's back it up a little bit. Even if for some reason that cornerback does not get past that tackle pushing out there, he still has the other cornerback he was using behind him, or the safety he was using behind him. That the line was going to have to block one of them. Either way, it was going to have to be a good open tackle. But at the very least, you could have contained Connor easily. Nice play there by the Browns. Okay, our next clip here. Steelers still were able to get a first down after that last play, but now 3rd and 2. They're on the Browns 6-yard line. The Browns here in the red zone all game were really just hard to get by. The Steelers really didn't have an answer for it, but here we go. Steelers trying to go with the bubble screen here from the looks of it. Browns noticing it, shifting the line to a contain. Oh, and a nice tackle. I think that's Randall again, actually, in the open field. Came out nice cover 2 there. Had the flats covered. Still had the middle covered. Yeah, so it's a nice play call. Steelers try to get a little tricky there, but had the Steelers just ran it up the gut there, that cover 2, I'm not sure if I would have called that myself. That close to the goal line. But something to keep in mind. Still made it stop. Nice play. Oh boy. 4th and 1. Steelers, after that last stop there, they're going to go for it. Okay, here we go. Browns 5-2 formation here again. Steelers trying to catch them off guard here. This time they do run it up the gut, but no. And I just want to highlight this really quickly, how the Browns just did that. So, from the looks of it, it looks like the linebacker he was using right there. Uh, it looks like he's going to get blocked by the pull-out block by the guard. But he does a nice job noticing that, getting off of the user and letting the CPU make the play. Let's watch it again. Sorry, that was the tight end that's supposed to come out and block him. Still nice, big clutch play here by the Browns to stop them on 4th down after Steelers try to run it up the gut to get a quick yard. Alright, so back-to-back plays here. The Browns coming out after a nice stop on 4th down. And here's what happens here. This time the Browns did change it up. They went with the pass on 1st down. The Steelers just read this all the way, and then an insane user pick there by number 50. Came out in cover 3. It's a pretty common play call on 1st down. Just why I do like, just even if the run's not working, I like just running up the gut. But even so, let's check this out real quick. He still could have fit this in there. Just watch. If right there, if he had high pointing that, there's no way that guy's going to get to that. At the very least, it's going to be, I don't know if Landry can hold on to that, but at the very least, it won't be intercepted. Still a risky throw over the middle. He has 1, 2, 3 guys over the middle, and he still has that safety back deep. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would have held it on more, bait the user out, or just ran it. He has some space there. He's using cover 3. A lot of options there. I think the high point pass would have been the best one, but nevertheless, intercepted. Very nice user lurk there by Shazier. Okay, so Browns hold the Steelers to a field goal, even though they gave a good field position. Here they come after a 1st down loss in yards from a run. 2nd and 12. And it's just a nice throw there by Baker Mayfield to Landry. This time he does wait for Landry to come over through the middle, where that's stuffed up there by the Steelers and Shazier, and he hits wide open Jarvis Landry. Let's watch that one more time. 2nd and 12, obvious passing scenario. Shazier staying in his zone. He knows he's just going to break if he waits a little bit longer. Steelers only had a 3-man pass rush. Nice play there by Baker Mayfield. Okay, so the Steelers are able to get the ball back here without giving up any points to the Browns after a nice Landry catch. 1:04 remaining, all their timeouts, 2nd and 6. And here's what happens. Cleveland gets around that edge just in time before Tannehill releases it. Emmanuel Ogbah with a nice sack. And after this, I just want to point out something. The clock is still running. It's still running. And then finally, after about 7 seconds, the Browns realize they need to call a timeout. Still a nice play. Still a nice timeout. Browns came out and covered 3 before that. Steelers are going to go 5 wide here. And Steelers actually, I don't know if I have a recording of this. Hang on 1 second. Yep, there it is. So Steelers actually picked up on the fact that the Browns were coming out and cover 3 in these long passing downs. Not every time, but most of the time. So the Steelers bank on it here. Switch up Brown to a nice little curl route or a comeback route, I think. And Steelers able to get a nice 1st down here. So this just goes back to one thing I want to point out. Predictability. Look, cover 3 again. Different cover 3. I'm not saying anything wrong with this gameplay here. But sometimes that cover 3 will bite you if the other team catches on. You can see it throughout the game. The Browns do come out and cover 3 a lot. And the Steelers do as well. It's just a matter of who catches on first, I think. Okay, our next highlight in this game here. If Steelers were able to keep control of the ball for most of it. 9-7 here. Steelers actually, after getting that comeback route, go down, kick a field goal. And then pretty much do the same thing after that. Go down the field and kick another field goal. So it's 9-7 here. 3rd and 5. Browns have the ball again. Let's see what happens here. On their own 40, so starting to get a little bit of a drive going. Steelers again stuffing that middle in that cover 3. The motion, and it is just a terrible, terrible throw. I don't know if Baker was accidentally threw it to that guy. I was looking for the running back in the flat, but again, just you saw in the beginning, right there, Steelers come out, and they come out in that 4-6, 4-4, whichever it is, and they just pinch the middle there. They know the Browns are looking for that middle route. Baker's got to be able to see that and check it down to the running back. Running back was wide open there. Wide open there for a first down, and a poor throw there by Baker Mayfield. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 3 after that interception there by Baker Mayfield. Steelers have the ball. Looking to finally punch one into the end zone here. Been held in check in the red zone all game. Here they go. 3rd and 3. Browns looking to make another stop. They come with an all-out blitz here, and it's just an amazing play call in my opinion. Just the guts you have to have in your defense to call that all-out blitz there on 3rd and 3 is just insane. I mean, the run play is pretty likely there. I would have guessed it was a toss, but Steelers go with the nice play call with the draw, in my opinion. Because it's most of the time it's either just a quick run up the middle or it's a run to the outside, but the Browns just read that all the way, and this red zone defense of the Browns really comes in clutch here for them throughout this whole game. So after that 3rd down stop by the Browns in the red zone there, the Steelers are forced to kick another field goal, 12-7, and because of these red zone stops by the Cleveland Browns, they're able to stay in this game here. 12-7, still a one-possession game even after some of those turnovers by Baker. Right here, 3rd and 10. 4th quarter just beginning here. Let's see if the Browns can recognize this, what the Steelers are doing here by stuffing the middle and throw it to the outside. Again, looks like another cover 3 variant. Steelers stuff in the middle. And finally, Baker Mayfield gets to Landry on the outside for once. Nice throw. Very clutch. They needed something to get going there. Baker Mayfield comes up and gets that comeback route. Nice play call. All right, so after that nice 3rd down call to Landry, this Cleveland was able to start a drive. Was able to start running the ball more. They're running up the middle. Against that cover 3, it's very likely that a run up the middle there, just a dive or some type of inside zone is going to work pretty well. So the Browns are able to figure that out, use maybe a few comeback routes, and here we go, 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line. Previous 2 plays were, as you can see, the 0-1 trap there. It was a fullback dive before that. Again, the Browns just trying to work that cover 3 that the Steelers like to come out in and run it up the gut. Let's see what happens here, 3rd and goal.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They come out with 1 back and 3. And he's in. Touchdown.
All right, so again, you see the fullback dive there, and it's just a very nice play call. This time the Steelers did blitz, but they came out in a 4-3 normal. Not really good against stopping that inside run. And the Browns able to take it in there. Now we got an interesting looking game here. 13-12. 14-12 pending the point after touchdown, which the Browns do end up getting. So after that nice touchdown by the Browns, Steelers had plenty of time. So had roughly over 3 minutes and 3.5 minutes, I think, maybe 4 minutes. They orchestrate in a fantastic drive here. 3rd and 9. Here they go with that dual halfback set in the backfield. Pumphrey motions out. Looks like he has some space. Oh, when he gets stopped short there. Again, a nice set of tackling done by the Browns on 3rd down. Brings up a 4th and 4. Should be an easy chip shot field goal here. And I just want to highlight something real quick, actually, before we get to how this field goal comes out. So, back up a little bit. Back it up a little bit. Doing all right. One more. Okay, so Browns call a timeout right there. Now I understand why. You don't want this. You still want a chance, Kate. The Steelers make this field goal to go down and make one of your own. But had he just waited, he would have had to wait 20 seconds for the Steelers to pick a play. Okay, sure. 131 left to go. You still have 3 timeouts. Steelers come out in the field goal formation, and then you call a timeout. Well, what that's going to do is that's going to ice the kicker there. Make it harder, obviously, for the Steelers to get that field goal. But let's see what happens when the Steelers actually do kick this field goal. See, I don't have the icing the kicker. There you go. He still misses it. Ugh. Heartbreaking kick there by the Steelers. It goes wide right, and he just seems to stop it a little earlier there on the meter. But you can tell, I mean, it was a makeable field goal. Most of the time that field goal is going to go in. Actually, the 4 other times the Steelers kicked the field goal from that distance, it went in. This time he just stops it short, but there wasn't an ice feature. I mean, the Browns could have iced the kicker there. He got away with it, but just something to keep in mind there for the future, that if you just waited until the Steelers called that field goal formation and then called a timeout and came out in it and then called a timeout, it would have been an ice in the kicker feature there. Would have helped you out a little bit more. All right, well, the Browns end up still giving the Steelers some time left over here. Steelers no timeouts, 3rd and 10. Still not much of a chance here, but here we go. 20 seconds remaining. Steelers trying to make some changes. They're trying to get something going to try and get this last second field goal. Going for the out route. Oof. What a jump of that route there by Denzel Ward there. Still came out in that cover 3. The Steelers had it read. From what it looked like, though, it looked like the Browns coach noticed that the Steelers was targeting that outside route a lot because of the cover 3. And I think he put Denzel Ward in a man form into man there. That's what it looked like. I mean, otherwise he wouldn't have jumped that route. Or it was just a good route jump by the computer. Either way, a nice interception to close that game out. And the Browns, very impressive win there, 15-12 to end the game. And they will go to 2-1. All right, so here we're going to look at some of the stats here for the Browns. 28th in points. They could work on their offense a little bit more, but we saw some of that in the last game there. Yards needed some work. Just all around offense needed some work, but check out this defense here. Points, phenomenal. 18 points a game. You're going to win some decent games with that. Rushing yards, pretty stout run defense. Passing yards could use some work, but, in Madden, it's easy to pass the ball. I'm not too worried about that from what I saw from the last game. Baker Mayfield here. So we saw some of this from last game. Some of his decision making over the middle there cost him a few turnovers, 5 interceptions, only 3 touchdowns. It's a pretty nice completion percentage. Yards 507. Running the ball, Browns are having some issues running the ball still. Nick Chubb, 26 attempts, 80 yards, only 3.1 yards per carry. Duke Johnson, pretty similar average there. And just not getting it done. I mean, on the receiving side of it, though, surprisingly, Damian Ratley, check him out a little bit here. Damian Ratley with that nice touchdown from last game really helps boost the stats here, but only 70 overall, but look at that speed, 93 speed. He's going to get by those defenders. I think that's what the Browns plan to use him as for the duration of this season. That nice second-round pick really helped them out here down the stretch. Let's kick back with the stats here on defense. Check out these defensive stats here. They got 1, 2, 3, 4 interceptions already. Pretty nice stats there. 1 forced fumble. Joe Schobert, the middle linebacker, 81 overall, has some nice speed, 83 speed, healthy contract. Still pretty young, just getting to his prime here, but already an interception. 2 interceptions actually in their last. Oh no, it's 1 interception. Sorry, it's 1 interception. And it was a pretty nice season so far for Joe. Denzel Ward, you saw him close that last game out. Nice interception there. Levert Hill, the other cornerback, rookie. Nice 2 interceptions there. Some nice speed. Man coverage, just pretty locked down for a rookie. Star development there. It's just, he is ready to jump into this league already with 2 interceptions. You can check that out here. Those both came from the last game, the Tennessee game, where Cleveland pulled that out there just over the Tennessee Titans. But yeah, Hill was kind of a no factor in the last game, but man, 2 interceptions already is pretty impressive for a rookie. Let's go back to our stats here. Let's see if the schedule will work for us. There we go. Let's check the schedule out here. So they just beat the Steelers, big divisional win there. Next week you're going to go against the Texans, who have been pretty successful this year so far on offense. Browns coming off that big win should be able to pull it out. And the Steelers again should be another tough game for them. Giants have been doing well. The Ravens have been doing well. Chargers again have been doing well. Bengals have been a surprise this year, also doing well. So the Browns have some pretty decent teams to face here going down the stretch. They really need to kick that offense to the next gear to really have a chance here, in my opinion. But the roster is looking pretty nice. It's all really young here. Browns picking up all those young players. Still carrying over into Madden still. Lots of offensive line really doesn't have any major gaps there. Maybe right tackle with the injury to Reisner. Mayfield just, still a rising star. Still has some kinks to work out with his interceptions. Running backs has a nice 1-2 punch there. And if any of them get hurt, they have Darwin Thompson to back him up, which I believe they just drafted this year. Darwin Thompson. No, he's a year into the league. Still 92 speed, though. Will be a nice addition if any of those 2 guys go down. If Duke Johnson goes down, Thompson will be right there to fill in his spot. Landry, Hakeem Grant, Antonio Gallup. We saw Ratley come off that big game. Again, they just have some nice young talent surrounding everybody. Myles Garrett, Agba got that big sack. Linebacker core is okay. It's pretty standard throughout the league that they have those kinds of stats, but they have some nice speed though. Check out that speed. Lowest speed, I believe, starting wise is Joe Schobert with 83, which is obviously pretty fast still for a linebacker. Cornerbacks, they got Denzel Ward, they got Levert Hill, who should develop nicely. Free safeties, they got Randall and Peppers. We know who they are, and just a nice looking roster for the Browns. They can figure out that offense. Mostly the running game. So the thing with this Browns offense that I noticed from the last game is that their running game could use some work. Just get a little more creative. Maybe not as afraid to run it up the middle. I saw them doing it, but just too many of the traps. Just gotta bust it up there, and because when these teams come out in those coverages, you gotta be able to see that. Just run it up the gut. Not terrible, and then just the turnovers. Turnovers are gonna kill you. As Baker learned, I mean they got away with not having that game go into overtime the last time. I mean, maybe they could have marched down the field after that missed field goal and scored a touchdown or a field goal, whatever. Either way, they still got lucky there. Still, I see a lot of promise with that Browns team. They're gonna take out the Bengals. Bengals are looking pretty strong. So just again, yeah, a lot of promise here for this Browns team. So that's about ends the first ever weekly team highlight here by Kylo Ren. Thank you for tuning in, and if everybody likes it and this isn't a total train wreck, I'll do another one next week. But for now, see you guys later.